you talking about them like they're the next dynasty every single week?
Because they are. Just facts, huh?
The Bengals are done. They're done. They had one good year, and now they're done.
We're going to play this back next week, and you're going to see just how wrong.
Okay, play it back. They are done.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derrick Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house. Father-son dynamic duo with our special new show called Who You Got. This is episode number 5, man. Can you believe it?
Man, I can't believe it. It's gone by quickly.
It's gone by quickly. So we have been posting since the new year, since the NFL playoffs of last season. And now we have officially kicked off our show. This is our 5th episode where with Who You Got, we are picking all the NFL games throughout this regular season. And we're picking games for a great cause. So I have my cause that I'm raising funds for. Diego has his cause. And the winning cause will get the lion's share, $2,500. The loser will have $500 go to their cause, and we'll get into our causes in a second. But excited to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. We know many of you are checking us out for the first time, so you will be entertained as we go back and forth, talk about what's going on with this NFL season week to week, picking our games. So we had a great week this past week. I went 11-5, so I'm on the comeback, chasing this guy down. Diego, how'd you do this week, man?
Oh, I did okay. Went 9-7. Not bad. I still have the lead on you, so not worried at all.
You have a slightly. We're basically tied.
Well, lead is a lead.
No, so you wouldn't say we're tied?
No. That's just you. That's just you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm chasing you down. So you had me by 3 games. So over the course of these first 4 weeks, you have me by 1 game. So I almost have you, but I will be chasing you down and taking the lead, and I'm going to have the winning share go to my cause. But again, with Who You Got, we're picking for throughout this NFL regular season. Then we'll also be picking through the NFL playoffs, and we're going to pick different causes for the NFL playoffs. When March Madness rolls around, we'll pick the March Madness games and have a fun interactive poll with our subscribers there. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll end season 1 with the NBA playoffs and checking that out, and probably even go to a finals game and give our commentary from there like we did this past season. So, but that's what this show is. So thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to us, please, if you have not subscribed already. And you can also download us on all of the podcast platforms. So be sure to check us out there. All right. Well, before we get into it, we have some special shout outs that we want to give before we dive into how we did last week in week 4 and we go into the next week. Special shout outs are number 1 to Tavares Jordan. He is out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we're coming at you from the Raleigh, North Carolina area. But Tavares Jordan is a producer, music producer extraordinaire, has provided much of the music for our show. So big shout out to Tavares Jordan. Thanks for the love, man. Thanks for giving us the hot beats. And I know you have a lot more in store, so we're going to have a lot of fresh beats throughout our show. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to Summer Olson. She is our social media and podcast, social media extraordinaire. So all the social media that you see on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the platforms, She is the woman behind the scenes taking care of all that. She also does a phenomenal job as she's just launched us on all the podcast platforms. So big shout out to Summer. Thank you. And all the work that you see there is her doing. So thank you for that. And then Henry is one of our day one subscribers. Chimes in on everything that we put out there. Huge Saints fan and Golden State Warriors fan, but he will be our first subscriber that's actually on our show. So he'll be on episode 7. We're working out the logistics of that, but we're excited to have him to talk about this NFL season, talk about his Saints, and also we'll get into the NBA season with him as well. So we're excited to have him on. All right. Well, you ready to recap week 4, man?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Are you sure you want to? Because you took a beat down.
I'm fine. I still have a lead. I'm chilling.
You're chilling. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get into it. Let's pull up my graphic here where we have how we did. So again, I went 11-5. So that was the most wins that we've had so far this season. So I'm coming back on you. I'm 34-29 overall. So I'm picking up steam, really getting a feel for this season because this is a quirky season as far as the picking goes. But some of the highlights, again, I did call the Bengals over the Dolphins. So that was a good one. Again, Bengals were, man, I was about to drop them. But again, I am sticking with the Bengals. So I went ahead and was right with that pick. Also, the Titans. I've been riding the Titans a lot this week. Felt good about them going into Indy and beating the Colts. And one of the other highlights I would say would be the Cardinals-Panthers. Although the Panthers are our hometown team, I just felt that the Cardinals were going to be too tough. And shout out to our Cardinals fans. We have a lot of Cardinals fans that watch the show. So shout out to them. I know they're happy about the win. And then lastly, the Niners over the Rams. That was an interesting one, a tough one. The Niners came off a really tough win, or a tough loss, I should say, the week before. So it looked like they were trending downwards, but that's when the Niners show out. So they can come off an awful loss and then just come back the next week and look like world beaters, especially against the Rams. I don't know what it is, but they just have the Rams number. So I felt pretty good about that one. So.
Yeah. Well, the Niners are good against the Rams. And I don't know if you want to be bragging about that Bengals win because their quarterback got knocked out in the second quarter, and they still couldn't even pull away from the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, I would say they pulled away. I think they pulled away.
They only won by they only won by 12 and could have easily won by less.
Man, I believe. Hey, we're gonna see just how much I still believe in the Bengals with our pick this week. So we're gonna get to that because I know you're completely down and done with the Bengals. I'm not that you were ever on the Bengals, but I know you have no faith in the Bengals. But that's all right. I'm still riding with the Bengals. They are my Super Bowl pick. I'm still riding with them for now. So we'll see. We'll see.
For now, you're gonna jump off. You gotta stick with your pick, man. I stuck with the Bills the whole year, even when they lost to the Dolphins.
Ooh, like that. So that's going out on a limb. Okay. Wow, you stuck with the Bills. They look like a juggernaut.
Even when they lost they lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah. Okay.
They lost to the Dolphins.
That really took a lot. It really took a lot. All right. Well, let's go to your picks, shall we? So again, you did okay, above 500, not quite 11 wins, but
basically got 11 wins.
Respectable.
Basically.
Like we're basically tied. Anything you want to call out about your week, man?
Well, I want to call out the Bills Ravens, because the Bills, they're my Super Bowl team. I believed in them all along. I believed in them from the very beginning when no one else ever believed in them.
That's so lucky.
And then the Ravens. The Ravens, they had a 17-point lead late in the game and blew it. So, then they did the same thing to the Dolphins earlier in the year. So I don't know what it is like. Maybe it's just they're playing really good teams, but they just can't. They gotta hang on to leads.
And they're at home too. That's the other.
At home.
You're normally great at home.
Yeah, that's just really weird. And then And then I want to go to the Sunday night game, prime time. When everyone is looking, there's one man that you do not bet against. His name is Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Beat the Bucks. Yeah, Tom Brady. You say never bet against Brady. I say never bet against Mahomes. So I think this proves that you never bet against Mahomes. So I mean, he showed out. Brady got a bunch of last second garbage time yards. So it looks like his stats are amazing, but not so much. Patrick Mahomes clearly outplayed him, and the Chiefs had the game in control the whole time, and never gave the Bucks a chance of winning this game.
Well, hey man, I gotta give it to you. The Chiefs showed out. Mahomes was absolutely fantastic. So he was great. That was an amazing play when he scrambled and just kind of flicked the ball, in for the touchdown. So can't say anything about that, man. Great win. So you get to wear your Chiefs gear here. You had all the Panthers gear on last week. So hey, I guess it's nice.
I probably won't be bringing that out for a while.
You're not going to bring it out? You sure you don't want to?
Not for a while.
Okay, you don't want to write that.
They have a very tough schedule.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh, man.
Yeah, they did horrible on their easy schedule. So,
oh man,
I thought they could have gone 3-0, but instead they went 1-2. So,
yeah,
in the first 3 games. So,
yeah, tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for the Panthers, our hometown team here. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be making a Panther game this season. we might have to skip the season. Catch them in the future. Yeah, baby. Might be a good idea. All right, man. Well, hey, again, I'm chasing you down. I'm within 1 game. I was down 3. I'm within 1.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh man. You're only down by 1 game now.
Okay, I'm down 1 game. But it's funny though. Okay, so now for this week, since I destroyed you last week, now we only have 3 games that we disagree on. So we agree on 13 because you're basically just going to copy my picks this week because you don't want to.
You're copying my picks because I have the lead for the overall year. Nobody cares about 1 week if you haven't maintained the consistency for the entire season. That's what you got to do.
Well, I'm going to chase you now. We're going into week 5. We disagree on 3 games, and then we agree on 13 games. So there's no buys just yet. I think the buys, start next week. So we'll have less games each week to pick, but we'll start here. And then in another week or 2, we had a great suggestion from David Thompson. Shout out to David Thompson. He runs a show called The Duffers Review where they review golf courses all over the country. But we are going to actually give our picks for the Fox Bet picks, where they have the 6 games a week that you can pick. So we're going to be adding that pretty soon and giving you the goods there. So stay tuned for that. But let's get into the games this week. You ready, man?
I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. So we have 3 games that we disagree on for this week. We have the first one. Oh boy, we have your Detroit Lions are traveling to the New England Patriots to face Bill Belichick and the Patriots. So I'm kind of surprised that we disagree on this one. Man, tell us who you got in this one, and then I'll chime in. Let me get my glasses so I can get serious here on you, man. Tell us who your pick is.
All right, man. Well, I have the Lions winning this game, even though they gave up 48 points to a bad team. But I think their offense is really good. They have offensive firepower. The Patriots are on their 3rd string quarterback, and he doesn't really have that many weapons around him. So I just think that a Detroit offense is going to be too much for the Patriots.
Okay, all right, I feel you. Yeah, let me get serious on you, man. Yeah, now I'm ready to go. All right, so, man, after that performance last week, I don't see how you can pick the Detroit Lions. So we both had the Lions last week to win at home. against the Seattle Seahawks, and they gave up 48 points to the Seattle Seahawks. How in the world? Okay, so there's no way in the world I am picking the Detroit Lions after giving up 48 points to the Russell Wilson-less Seattle Seahawks at home.
Yeah, well, they play the Mac Jones-less and the backup to Mac Jones-less team in the Patriots. They're the third stringer and they have no receivers.
Dude, I don't care if you were playing quarterback for the Patriots. If I
was doing that, then it would be awesome.
That would probably be the only way I would pick. That'd be the only way I would pick the Detroit Lions this week, is if you were quarterbacking for the Patriots. Outside of that,
if I was quarterbacking for the Patriots, they would easily win.
Man, 48 points? Really? You're giving up 48 points to the Seattle Seahawks in Detroit. And there's all this talk about grit and grind and all this. You give it 48 points. No.
Grind.
Now, the offense has been great, been super solid. But, yeah, defense, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Jared Goff is like tied for first in touchdowns and third in yards. And
that is ridiculous. So we will see. So you actually should get for this one. If you get this one right, you should get two wins for it. So we will see. All right, so that's one that we disagree on. So the next one that we disagree on, oh man, it's gonna be a showdown. I can't wait for this one. There's a whole lot of storylines of this one. The Dallas Cowboys at your Los Angeles Rams. Who you got?
Okay, well, first of all, they're not my team.
Yes, they are.
They're not my team. I did not pick them to win the Super Bowl. So why do you think I like them so much? Okay, but anyways, I'm going to make my pick. So I don't know how much of a showdown this is going to be because Dak still can't throw. And I don't know, man, that pass rush, man, for the Rams might just be a little too much for Super Cooper.
Super Cooper.
He's gonna get his first true experience of NFL football. Going against the Super Bowl champion Rams. Stafford might throw the cup 10 times on one drive, and no one's gonna stop him. Then their defense is Ramsey and Donald and everything. I just think it's gonna be too much for Cooper Rush or Dak, whoever it is.
Now,
against the Cowboys.
What do you mean Dak can't throw the ball? What do you mean by that?
There was like a storyline like he can't still grip the ball yet.
Okay.
He's still having trouble gripping the ball. So
yeah. I'm quite sure that Jerry Jones wants to see Cooper Rush in this game and see one more and see if he can really ball. Because if they beat the Rams, then it's going to be interesting. Because then the talk is going to be, okay, can he beat the Eagles? And we already know if he messes around and is still in, although I don't see that happening because I'm sure Dak will find a way to get on the field and not let him play the Eagles. Because if he beats both of them, man.
He beats the Eagles and it's over.
It's going to be interesting. So we will see what happens there. But, man, I'm so excited about this game. I've got the Cowboys winning this game. I think they're going to try their best to hold Dak out. I don't think he gripped the ball well enough. Plus, I know they want to see if he can win this game. So this is kind of house money since they've won 3 in a row. I feel the Cowboys actually match up well against the Rams. There's a ton of Cowboy fans there. So it's probably going to be a home field advantage for the Cowboys. No. Oh, no, that's only at Chargers games. No,
that's
it's with Rams.
The opposing fans, where opposing fans are all over the state. That's only Chargers games.
No, when the right opponent comes, such as the 49ers or the Cowboys.
Not the Niners. It's like half and half. It's about 50-50.
Okay, well, that's awful.
They're in the same state.
Oh, man.
They play in the same state. What do you expect?
The same state, but it's still far away. It's not like the Bay is right there. Nah, man.
That would be like if there was a team in Raleigh and there was a team in Charlotte. And they faced off and the crowd was 50-50.
It's a lot.
What do you expect? Fact.
It's a lot. It's about double the distance of that. But anyhow, nah, man. I think CD is gonna get that ball. Like CD said, Dak, hey man, take all the time you need. We want you to get fully healthy because CD is enjoying getting the ball like he is. He's enjoying the rapport. So this is entertaining, man. This is a fun storyline. I can't wait to see this one. I got the Cowboys in it. It might be more wishful thinking, although I do think they match up well. But I just want to see the drama, to be honest.
Yeah, and the Rams are not going 2-3. The Rams and that Sean McVay is not gonna let that happen.
The Rams, I don't know, man.
Cup's not gonna let Cooper Kupp seriously might he might catch 20 balls. He might catch 20 balls.
He probably will. Yeah. But hey, that pass rush though, that Dallas pass rush.
Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the Dallas pass rush.
Okay, all right.
I know I have Micah Parsons, but okay. But what about that LA O line though?
Okay, well, what about them? Is it something I'm supposed to know? Which
yes, they're amazing.
Okay,
yeah. Except for when they play the Niners. When they play everyone else,
yeah, okay, dude. I have a feeling. I think the Cowboys might get at least 5 sacks in this game.
I doubt it. No, Stafford's gonna already be that ball to come out of his hands is gonna go in.
I want a little side with. I would actually put something on that. I would put something on that they're gonna get 5 sacks in this game. I just think they're gonna be amped up. So really? We'll come back and visit this. So that's what we've got for that one. Let's move on to the third game that we disagree on, the third and final one that we disagree on, since you're copying all my picks this week. And this one, oh man, the Sunday night showdown. Oh, this is gonna be a good one, man. Oh, what's up with the Ravens having all these great opponents at home? I mean, you had Miami coming to town. That was amazing. I mean, man, the Baltimore Ravens season ticket holders are in for a treat, although they've been losing all the games. We got the
I'm gonna lose this one.
The Buffalo Bills came to town. Now you have the Bengals. So the Cincinnati Bengals.
And then you had the Dolphins earlier in the year.
Yeah, they come to the Ravens, come to Baltimore to play the Ravens Sunday night. Now, we're actually going to be in the house. We're going to check them out 2 weeks after that. So we're going to see them play the Browns. So we'll be in town. We've been trying to get there all year, but now that finally we've got some days out of school, we're going to get there and be able to check out Baltimore. So that's going to be fun. I have not been to that stadium yet. But who do you have in this one between the Bengals and the Ravens?
I have the Ravens because, the Bengals are just kind of iffy. They don't look like themselves, Mm-hmm. They look like they should be better than what they actually are. And it's just Mixon's not running it, and Chase isn't really getting the ball a lot. Like, especially for most of the games, that Thursday night game, he got some catches later in the game, but for the majority, he wasn't really doing much. But and the Ravens, I feel like they need to get one of these home games.
I know.
Yeah, they can't lose. They can't lose all 3 of these big home games. They gotta win something. So and I think a division rival. I think. And then I think they have Lamar, and I think they could probably win this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close though.
Yeah, that's interesting. It is a division rival. Very interesting game. I really wanted to pick Baltimore. I don't see. I kind of agree with you. I'm like, okay, how can they lose 3 home games in a row? They're a really good team. They should have won the 2 that they lost. Can they lose a third? But man, I've been bitten by them twice so far with these home games. I picked them twice already. And the Bengals, again, I've been riding with the Bengals. That offensive line is getting better. They're starting to put it together. They're going to get incrementally better each and every week. And this is the week where they get their first, I'd say, high-quality win. Again, they beat Miami last week. That was a must-win, but Tua did go out. That obviously impacted Miami. But I feel that this week, this is going to be a high-quality win, and they will get the win. I've got the Bengals, still riding with the Bengals here.
Oh, here we go again. Picking the Bengals. Homer.
This game is going to allow me.
He's being a homer again, guys.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you know, he has a Bengals hoodie. He's picked them to win the Super Bowl in back-to-back years, and he's just always talking about the Bengals. Like, so I guess I think it's safe to say that you're a Bengals fan.
No. Panthers are my team.
And that's kind of sad. That's a little sad.
You see, that shows
I wouldn't be bragging about that if I were you.
But that shows you how objective I am. See, I am an objective professional picker. Okay. So I don't get caught. That's why I picked the Cardinals last week.
So why are you talking about them like they're the next dynasty every single week?
Because they are. Just facts, huh?
The Bengals are done. They're done. They had one good year, and now they're done.
We're going to play this back next week, and you're going to see just how wrong.
Okay, play it back. They are done.
You want me to play? I got a whole lot of stuff I could play back.
Okay, you can play it back.
Okay, all right, okay. We're just going to add this to it. So yeah,
do it. When the Ravens blow them out by 50, it's going to be like, yeah.
About 50? Okay, let me
jump. Oh, no, not exactly 50, but it's going to be, they're going to win, you know?
Okay, they're just
going
to
win. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the 13 that we agree on. So we covered the 3 that we disagree on. Let's get to the mini games that we agree on, and also just get into some other tidbits about these teams. So we've got some little fun notes that we want to compare here. So the first of 13 that we agree on, we have the Thursday night showdown between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. So for the Thursday night games, for the first 4 weeks, we have disagreed on every single one. And whoever got that one right ended up pretty much winning the week between you and me. This is the first time on the Thursday night game that we actually agree. So who do the Pick 'em Pros have winning this Colts-Broncos showdown in Denver Thursday night?
Yeah, on this Thursday night thriller, we got the Broncos winning.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, even though we're down, we've been down on the Broncos a lot.
Yeah.
All we're talking about is Russell Wilson done. They have no receivers, blah blah blah. But but the Colts are just kind of a mess right now. Taylor had 20 carries last week and only had 42 yards. Yeah. Taylor is also has an ankle injury. Yeah, Matt Ryan is throwing for a lot of yards, but they're not meaning anything for that outcome of the game. Mm-hmm. And then they got blown out by the Jaguars. They lost to the Titans. Like, they tied the Texans. That's just weird. So I just have the Broncos and their defense, which is actually pretty good, winning this week.
Yeah. The defense has really been carrying them. So that's been keeping them in games because the offense hasn't been doing a whole lot. And since the Colts can struggle to score points, I think that's just a perfect mix for the Broncos. They're banged up at back. You know, they're starting all-world amazing back out of Carolina. Is now out for the season. But Gordon, who I thought was a better back, I know he can be in and out of the doghouse. So we'll see what they do there. But I think the Broncos find a way to win this game and move on there. So we've got the Broncos in that game. So the second game that we agree on this week, we have the New York Giants traveling to Lambeau Field to play the Green Bay Packers. Who do we have in this one?
Actually, the game is in London.
Oh, that's right. It's in London. My bad. Yeah, 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, thank you.
9:30, and I got the Packers winning because, the Giants are just the Giants, Saquon, I feel like, is going to fade a little bit. Daniel Jones is going to do Daniel Jones-like things. Have a low completion percentage and throw a couple picks. So I have the Packers probably easily winning.
But you know what? I don't even have to add none of that. That was so well said. Yeah. Ditto. I'm just copying that. We're just going to move on to the next. That was beautifully said. All right. So game 3, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Buffalo to play the mighty Buffalo Bills, who squeaked by last week. Are they going to squeak by the Pittsburgh Steelers and their new quarterback this week?
Yeah, well, I don't think they're gonna particularly squeak by. Actually, you see, they're actually favored by 14 points,
Ooh,
which is
really?
like 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
My
And teams aren't usually favored by that much to start out. So
wow.
that's just crazy. And then the
That is
Steelers are starting Kenny Pickett for the first time. Their quarterback that they drafted in the first round.
man.
And then the Bills, Allen and Diggs. Like I just think they're just gonna win, and it's in Buffalo too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
this is
So would you take okay, not because you obviously can't bet. You're 12 years old, but we're talking about the points on this since you brought up how much they're favored by. Would you pick the Bills to cover that? Do you think they're going to cover, or would you pick so you got the Bills to win? Would you pick the Bills to cover, or would you pick them not to cover in this game?
I'd probably actually pick them to cover.
Yeah. Wow.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna be a blowout.
Oof.
Yeah. Mm.
Home and they are so jacked up at home too. I mean, Diggs
Yeah.
will probably lose his mind. Now the Steelers can step up defensively now. So
They have no JJ Watt though. I mean,
that's true.
TJ.
Yeah. They've struggled. Man, they're like 0-7 without
Yeah.
JJ Watt.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
haven't won a game since he last played.
Yeah,
this year.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's a great point. All right, so we obviously have the Bills in that one. So the fourth game, 4 out of 13 that we agree on, we have the Los Angeles Chargers. Still feels weird saying Los Angeles Chargers and not San Diego, but Los Angeles Chargers travel to Cleveland to play the Browns. Who do we have in this one?
Yeah, we have the Chargers. Feel like they're getting healthier.
Mhm.
Herbert's recovered from his ribs, and he put up big numbers last week.
Man,
It could no Joey Bosa is going to still be out on defense, but they might get Keenan Allen back, which is big because that's his number one receiver. And I add that to Mike Williams, and that's like one of the best duos in the NFL. So they'll probably beat the Browns and Chubb.
Man, Chargers looking dangerous, man. I feel, man, if the Chargers are healthy at the end of this season, man, they are going to be tough.
They'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did barely beat the Texans though. So
yeah, but that was, man, Herbert was barely alive for that game. So
true.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think they're scary. If they're healthy, they are a scary team. All right, so we obviously have the Chargers in that one. All right, so the fifth game, we have the mighty Chicago Bears, Uncle Dwayne's Chicago Bears. He's a little bit off of his high because now they're coming back to reality a bit, and the other teams in the division outside of the Lions are continuing to win. So who do we have as far as this showdown, this Midwest showdown between Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings at Minnesota?
Well, this is just a weird game because the Bears, of course, they got off to a good start, but they had a pretty easy schedule. They had a big win against the Niners, but other than that, it's been like the Giants and then they lost to the Packers, and they're just like weird little wins. And the Vikings, I thought, would be a little more, exciting and contending. But it's just like they have Cook, Jefferson, and Thielen, but it's like they're still not that excited. They barely beat the Saints, who were without their top 3 players.
Oh man, that
yes, like if the kicker had only had done like a triple ding instead of a double ding, then it probably would have made it in. So
that was so crazy. Yeah,
so close, but. Yeah, but I still have them winning because they're playing the Bears.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We got the Minnesota Vikings winning this one purely because it's the Bears, because they are starting to look shaky. But the Bears may be the right recipe for them to get back on the right track. So we'll see if we are right on that one. Okay, so the 6 out of 13 that we have the surprising Seattle Seahawks in there. 2 wins here. They're 2-2, right? I believe they are.
Yeah.
To the New Orleans Saints. Henry Saints, our super subscriber who's going to be joining us in a couple weeks. We both have the same one here. But before we get to that, man, felt so bad for him. Although we picked Minnesota last week, so we were happy that we got to pick right. But, man, I know that was a crushing loss for him. With the double doink field goal miss, it looked good the whole way.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that it ended up missing it. So I know that had to be pretty traumatic. But hopefully he is recovering, and we'll. That's why we want to give him a couple weeks, let him recover, join us. Hopefully he can get a win. Now we both have the Saints on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we both have the Saints on this one. So Henry, again, this is another shot. Hopefully I do not jinx you, because
I'm picking them. So
yeah. So
they're all good. They're all good.
So hopefully that's it. So the key is probably, as long as I don't pick the Saints, as long as you pick the Saints, we're okay, even if I pick them.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. So anything else?
Panthers, that was an exception because we're just so good,
Okay.
That was just, yes.
So is there anything else you want to add about the Saints?
Nope. No, just that they probably won't give up 48 points to the Seahawks at home.
That's right. Now, come on, Saints. Come on, Henry. Come on, Saints. Y'all got to rep, okay? Because the other time I picked you guys, you lost. You let me down. So
that was your fault.
We need to win. That was not my fault. Not my fault. We're gonna put that on Henry. I'm messing with you, Henry. That's Henry's fault. So Henry, I need this win. I need this one. Got to get my totals up. So come on. We need you to pull this one out, man. All right. So let's get to our 7th game here. We have the Miami Dolphins. The Tua-less Dolphins travel to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey to play the mighty New York Jets, who are taking receipts on anybody that disses them. So, and the Jets have had 2 unreal lucky wins. So they're 2-2, riding high. Don't know how in the world, but are they going to have another miracle, or are they going to get beat at home?
Yeah, well, I do not think that they will have another miracle.
So?
I think that Teddy's going to hold it down for the Dolphins and go into the intimidating MetLife Stadium.
Okay.
And beat the Jets, and they had a lucky win last week because the Steelers saved Mitchell Trubisky's life, because if they hadn't taken him out, they probably might have lost by double digits to the Jets at home. And Kenny Pickett saved the day and gave him a chance at the end. But I think that the Dolphins will win this week.
Yeah, yes, I agree. Definitely have the Dolphins. I'm hoping that Teddy can get that ball to Waddle, and more importantly, get it to my guy Tyreek.
What about Waddle though? You got to spread it around.
We are finally
going the ball around.
We are finally going head to head in fantasy this week, so I'm so excited because I'm going to blow you out. And Tyreek is going to go crazy. So, Teddy, I need you to throw that ball to Tyreek. He's going to run all over the Jets secondary. So, I definitely need him to show out and show improve. So, I'm excited about that. Tua, get well soon. We need you back once you're fully recovered. Don't be rushing back. But I'll be excited to have him back, as I definitely need Tua back. All right. So let's get to our 8th game out of 13. We have the Atlanta Falcons, ATL, are traveling to Tampa to play the GOAT and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs are at home. Who do we have in this one?
Yeah, well, I have the Bucs winning, bouncing back. They got an easy one, the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah, coming off losing to the baby goat, as they call him. But they're gonna win this one easy. Yeah.
Okay, win. Oh, easy now. Okay, well, I don't know about easy.
The Falcons.
Man, I would not say.
Okay, wait. Hold on. So last week you say they're gonna beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Then this week you're like, okay, they might beat the Falcons. What are you doing?
Because, man, the Falcons play hard. The Falcons
Their
ball.
quarterback threw like 150 yards and a pick.
I don't care. They ball. They play hard. They come back. They're out of it. And Tampa's struggling. So
They beat the Browns. Congratulations.
I
Chubb is
Tampa.
having to carry the Browns.
Oh man, I've got Tampa in this game, but this is going to be close. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Falcons won this game. I really kind of want to pick the Falcons, but
Huh?
Tampa.
Why don't you pick the Falcons? If you want to pick the Falcons, you should pick the Falcons.
I don't have the guts to do it.
Come on.
Nah.
When you're picking, you gotta know what's right and wrong.
I think Brady will. He didn't find a way for the other one, but I think they find a way.
Never bet against Brady.
This is going to be close.
What happened to never bet against Brady?
That's over. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I'm done with
back-to-back weeks. I said don't bet against Brady, and it actually happened. So
it backfired. So I'm done with that. All right. So that's that game. Well, we've got the 9th out of 13. The Tennessee Titans, my Titans that have been proving me right time and time again. They are going to win that division. As I said, I know you finally come over to that, so I know I was right with that one. They travel to D.C. to play the Commanders. Who do we have in this one?
We have the Titans, and as you mentioned, I'm done with the Colts. And I probably will not be picking them that much for the rest of this year. And with that being said, the Titans will probably win this division and will definitely win this game because Carson wins, and the O-line, he got sacked 9 times against Washington, and I don't even know what the Cowboys did to him. So I don't even know the stats. It was probably ridiculous, but it's just going to be hard for him to put points to the board when the D-line is all coming at your face at the same time. Yeah. But Gibson's looking good. He was running it well against the Cowboys, but I think the Titans will probably still win this.
Yeah, I think the Titans find a way. They've have been finding a way to win games. I think they get this one. Had a big win last week. Commanders have been struggling. So I think they find a way to get this one. So got the Titans in this game here. And I think Derrick Henry should have a big day and be able to.
I forgot about Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's been quiet. He's had some good games.
He had a big game last week.
Yeah, but just what we think of Derrick Henry as far as like losing his mind every single game. Hasn't quite.
It kind of spoiled us the first couple of years. Like now, when he doesn't get 120 yards and a touchdown, it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly. And speaking of, want to plug an upcoming show that we're going to have here in the next week or two. So we were talking about like the Titans and talking about some of these where we've been right and wrong. So we'll have like a quarter of the way through here episode with Who You Got, where it's just right and wrong, where we talk about what we've been right on, what we've been wrong on so far with our season, our predictions before the season started. We'll kind of have a checkpoint and go through that. So that's going to be a fun one where we're just going at it. So that'll be coming out in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. All right. Well, the next game, the 10th one that we have, we got 4 more to pick. The 10th one is the Houston Texans travel to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars, the winless Houston Texans. Who do we have in this one?
The Texans are the only team in the NFL that does not have a win yet. Yeah. So that is a stat. Yeah. And they are playing the Jags. The Jags who look a lot better this year. Yeah. So the Texans have actually been pretty good too, but it's just they've played good teams. Yeah. And the Jags, I think, are to the Texans standards, a good team. Mm-hmm. So I think that they'll probably beat them easy. In Jacksonville. So
I think the Jaguars look much better. Coaching staff's doing a really good job, and the Texans just they fight pretty hard, but they've had some bad losses, and I think that is going to continue this week. So we've got 3 more to pick for this week, and some good ones here. So we've got the San Francisco 49ers, the team I picked to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. They travel to Carolina to play the Panthers.
Thriller.
Who do we have in this one? Are you going with your hometown, your supposedly favorite team, or are you
There's a pillow back there. You see it? Yeah, over there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I am not picking the Panthers this week. I am picking the Niners. The
Yeah.
team is definitely making the playoffs this year. See what they'll do in the playoffs. But yeah, I have the Niners. Just their pass rush, their defense is just gonna tear Baker Mayfield apart. And and Jimmy G is gonna hold it down on offense. Debo's probably gonna get a big play, and yeah, they'll just probably win. It's easy in Carolina.
Do you think is Baker going to finish this game?
Well, actually, I even as bad as he's playing,
Mhm.
I still want him to keep going because, like Sam Darnold, I've seen him do way worse than this.
Okay. Yeah.
So actually, compared to like last year, some of the games that Sam Darnold had, he's not playing that bad. So yeah, I think he'll finish this game.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I think people just in the moment, I guess.
Man, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised because man, I think that pass rush is going to be ferocious. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pull the plug, man. I think Rule is fighting for his job, and I think we may see the XFL guy come in before this game is over. So I'm predicting that Baker's actually probably going to get yanked in this.
Oh
game.
yeah, Sam Darnold is still injured. So
yeah,
we have the XFL guy. Yeah.
So my 49ers, man. Hold on, let me actually. Since I did win this week, you know what I mean. The winner of each week gets to wear the chain. So I just.
Where's the Pick 'em Pros chain?
Well, we're having that made, so that's being made. But for now, this will have to do. My correct pick, so the winner this week, the 49ers are our pick for this week. So shout out to the.
Yeah, that's a little sad. Do you remember when they lost to the Bears?
Yes, I do remember that.
Do you remember when they lost to the Russell Wilson? Do you remember when they lost to Russell, when they lost to that amazing Denver offense on Sunday Night Football and only scored 10 points?
I don't have much of a memory on that. No.
So now you don't remember that. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
All right. So 2 more here. We have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Who do we have in this one?
Yeah, the Cardinals are at home, but I do not think that Kyler studied for Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is just gonna do what he's done all season. He's like top 5 in passing yards and got a bunch of touchdowns passing and running. So I just think he's gonna continue that, and they're gonna win this game, the Eagles.
Yeah, this is a tough one. We agree on this one. Well, man, I really wanted to pick the Cardinals for this. I feel like they're due. They're going to turn around. It's probably just going to be when D-Hop comes back.
Yeah,
but I think they're going to beat one of these really good teams, especially at home. I just don't think it's going to happen this week. But when they get D-Hop back, they're going to be very dangerous. So they're going to be a team that you have to watch out for, and they may be able to sneak in and get a wild card spot. So they're going to be sneaky. So shout out to our Cardinal fans that are watching the show. But I think they're a few weeks away from really being on the come up here. All right, so we've got the Eagles in that one, and then we've got one more of the last one, the Monday Night Showdown. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders are traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Wow, wonder who you got in this one.
Well, the Chiefs are at home.
I said, considering you're wearing a Mahomes jersey right now.
Oh yeah, you never know though. You never know. But yeah, I have the Chiefs winning this one. Just Mahomes is gonna do what he does. Just throw a bunch of touchdowns and throw a bunch of yards, and I think Derrick Carr is just gonna he's gonna be intimidated by that Kansas City defense. And Adams and Waller and Renfro are going to get nothing.
Okay.
And they're just going to shut everybody down, which is probably going to be bad for my fantasy, but good for the Chiefs and my picks. So,
yeah. Got the Chiefs in this one. I like the fact that it's Monday night because the Chiefs seem to be a little up and down to where they don't seem to be able to consistently have that energy back-to-back weeks. But I think the fact that this is a primetime game, it's a division rival, all of that.
Time.
I think they'll be ready to play and then have that extra day. So yeah, definitely have the Chiefs. I hate it for the Raiders because I really thought they were going to be good. I think they'll still improve and have a much better second half, but right now they're just kind of the victim of the schedule, and this is just a tough one. I don't think they can.
Yeah, they do have a tough division that they're in. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how we do on these. So we've been pretty good on the picks we agree on. Last week we had 7 out of 10. So we'll see how we do on these 13 that we agree on, and then of course the 3 that we disagree on, and see what we're doing. Oh, we didn't mention the who we're playing for. So why don't you mention again real quick before we drop here? Again, if you win our matchups for the entire year, whoever has the best record, the lion's share of the funds, $2,500 goes to your cause, $500 goes to the other. Who are you playing for this regular season?
Well, I am playing. When I win this, when I will beat you in the picks,
okay.
All the money is going to go to the Eat.Learn.Play Foundation by Steph and Ayesha Curry in Oakland, California.
All right. Yep, it's a great foundation. So we look forward to sending some funds there, but they are going to get the lower amount because the lion's share of the funds are going to go to the cause I am playing for, the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy out of Detroit. So excited about the school that he's built, and they've been doing some great things there in Detroit. So that's who I am playing for. So that's where the lion's share of the funds are going to go. So wanted to mention those as we did not mention that to start the show. So hey man, those are our picks. This is going to be a huge week because we're going head to head in fantasy. So I'm excited about that. So I've got Tyreek, I've got Jamar Chase, I've got some good matches. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna have to run Rodgers this week. So I'm gonna
boo-hoo.
Yeah, I'm gonna run Rodgers, and he's got a good matchup. So yeah,
You're gonna have to run Rodgers this week.
I'm feeling good about my chances this week against you, man.
Well, I have Burrow, and I have Adams, and I have
Adams.
Okay. Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I have Mixon.
Okay.
Yeah. I could have drafted Chubb, but I decided to go Mixon over Chubb.
Man, it's so funny because by it being so early in the season, the standings are fluctuating. Like you were almost in first place. You were in second place after the first week.
Yeah.
You had
now I'm like
most points. Now you've dipped towards the bottom. Then I was at the bottom after the first week. Then I vaulted all the way to second from my big win. Now I've dipped down. So it's very volatile right now by it being so early. But by mid-season, it's going to start to shake out. I still like my team. I feel pretty good. I think I'm going to finish towards the top and make a run here. Do you have the goods to kind of turn it around and make a run this year?
Possibly. I don't know for sure, but possibly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too kind. That sounds like a no. Okay. Let's see. Well, we'll see what happens this week. It's going to be fun talking trash and going head to head. And again, before we go, just want to plug a couple upcoming shows here. So we're going to have a Where We're Right, Where We're Wrong show. Look out for that. That'll be a Who You Got show. And then we're going to have a special post in the next week or so, right before the NBA season. I can't believe it's almost NBA time. So we have a lot of subscribers that follow our NBA takes. We had a ball going back and forth with them during the playoffs last year, especially during the finals. So it's going to be time to talk about that. So we're going to have a special post here very soon where we give our playoff picks for the season. So we're going to rank we're going to give our top
man.
10 since you had the play-in. So we'll give our top 10, who's going to end up making the playoffs. We're going to do all that. That'll be a fun post. So we'll do that before the season starts, because the season is what 2 weeks, just less than 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks from today, the season kicks off as far as time of filming. So we're excited about that. So that's coming up. So check out that again. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know when the new episodes come out. Thank you for all the love and support. Hey, and until the end, we'll catch you guys next time, week 5. Enjoy all the sports. Until then, pick 'em pros.
Pick 'em pros.
Out.
Out.